Hello YouTubers. I have done a few other videos, but I hadn't placed them, or actually I probably won't even use them, just because I don't like the content of it. And I'm going to have to change some of the content. I don't want the content to be something that may not be true. So what I'm going to say is going to be pretty much to the closest I want the information to be. All right, now we're talking about political war and civil war. That political war is going to lead to civil war, and civil war will lead to world war. And we're getting into a system right now that's basically pushing the agenda. All right, first of all, in my last video, I had talked about the political system. So now we're going to get to the causing of the political system to change over from a political war to a civil war, right? You know, right? We can sit there and talk about a whole bunch of stuff, but we're not going to get in it. We're just going to glaze over the top of it because there's just way too much information out there that that really needs to be getting over to. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to track it and try to make it more feasible for people to understand how come all this information is in little blotches all over the place and you have to search and search and search and search. I can kind of put it together for you, and then you can do the searching yourself and then find out if it's true or not. That's the basic concept. Okay, what I'm saying is that the political system right now is working as fighting each other, and that's the puppet masters. So whoever's puppeteering this agenda they have going is in order to keep you confused on what's really happening behind the scenes. Now, what I'm finding out behind the scenes is that we have several candidates that are running for president. We know one president's running, and several on the other side are moving, but there are 3, maybe 4 candidates in the background that haven't even come to the forefront yet, but they're slowly moving in that direction. And what I'm saying is that there's going to be events causing them to move to the forefront, and when they move to the forefront, that's when we're going to start getting into the trouble. Basically, the only way to say this is that 2 of the candidates are female. This is what's going to cause the trouble, because the other candidate that was running that was female, this is why their agenda got messed up. Their agenda was to get her in office so they could keep going in the direction you're going. And we're looking at an extreme leftist and extreme rightist. Okay, now we can't have either one of them, but it's going to happen anyway. So what's happening is that 2 of the candidates are going to run, and something's going to cause an event to change that, where it's going to cause a lot of hate and discontent amongst a bunch of people, and people wanting, if you think it's bad now where they're fighting amongst each other and they're all throwing fits about who got elected, just wait till you see what's going to happen. Whew, man, I tell you, so far there's been a couple attempts, and we're going to say 2 for sure, and maybe a third one may happen on the right, and maybe 2 events on the left that's going to come up in the near future, and then there's going to be one that's going to cause it to change completely. All right, the left is going to get pissed off because their candidate is either going to lose, get hurt, or I don't know how to say it. You can't. I'm not trying to tell somebody that it's wrong, but I'm going to say that it's not right. How do you say it's not right when you know it's not right? But a major event right in that 2 points right there is going to cause another point to come off. This is why they keep pushing the Second Amendment uh, agenda. All right, now you got Virginia that's really pushing this agenda, and then Georgia's on the burner there. Colorado's on on another burner, and I don't know how many other states are involved in this. California's probably one in there too, but it seemed like that California's being hit with a bunch of other things that are going to cause something, a major event to happen over there. But that's not the event we're looking at. We're looking at the event that's going to happen in Virginia. They're going to push the Second Amendment rights to the limit. They're going to take a stand, just like what happened in Waco, what just happened in Montana with the Freemen, and then what's going to happen in Colorado is going to fall into line with that, and then Georgia's going to kind of, stand in there somewhere. I'm not sure where Georgia's sitting at right now, but it looks like that Virginia is going to be the one that's going to be in the forefront of this. And what's going to happen is they're going to take a stand, and then you're going to have somebody like Antifa or some other group come in there and cause it to take off into a civil war. Shots are going to be fired, people are going to get killed, and then, for all this 3 reasons. But that's the basic layout of moving into civil war. And the civil war is going to be causing other parts of the country to secede from the nation, because you look at Colorado and Georgia, and then maybe, a couple other states are going to go like, no, we can't do that, and the government's in a major financial collapse. That's another story. There's more stories going on and on every day, and it just seems like it's getting more and more complicated. But let me put this in the most basic terms, is that if you're not aligned spiritually with the right side, you're gonna lose. It's just that simple, and it's going to be a physical fight and a spiritual fight. It's not going to be because when you start getting into world wars and civil wars, people are going to die, no matter what you say and everything else. But that's all I'm going to say about this one right now, because I'm just running into 8 minutes. I don't like to make them any more than 8 or 10 minutes, so I kind of put them off to the side there. But anyway, this is my 125-year-old golden eagle, and a couple of my other bald eagle feather sitting there in a hat and everything else I have. But anyway, this is one of my pride and joys. I don't have too many of them, but how many people have a 125-year-old golden eagle that can talk about it? So anyway, like and subscribe.